What if I told you that data analysis is one of the most sought-after skills in the job market today? Yes, you heard it right. Data analysis has become a cornerstone in various industries, from tech to healthcare, finance to marketing and beyond. It's the art and science of converting raw data into meaningful insights, driving informed decision-making and strategic planning. Imagine a world where businesses make decisions based on hunches or guesses. Sounds chaotic, doesn't it? That's where data analysis steps in, providing clarity and direction in an uncertain business landscape. It's like a compass guiding a ship through a stormy sea. And the people who wield this compass? They are the data analysts, the unsung heroes of the digital age. They're in high demand, not just because they can crunch numbers, but because they help organizations navigate through uncertainty and turn challenges into opportunities. And if you're interested in this field, you're in the right place. Now, let's dive into the first set of interview questions that you might encounter as a data analyst. To navigate the data analyst interview successfully, it's essential to be prepared. Let's discuss the top 10 interview questions and their answers, which will provide you with a solid foundation. First up, what is data analysis? A straightforward question with a simple yet profound answer. Data analysis is the process of inspecting, cleansing, transforming, and modeling data to discover useful information, draw conclusions, and support decision-making. It's the backbone of any data-driven organization. Next, why is data analysis important? Data analysis is crucial because it helps businesses to make better decisions. It allows companies to understand their customers, evaluate their ad campaigns, personalize content, create content strategies, and develop products. The third question you might face is, can you explain the data analysis process? The data analysis process typically involves several steps. These include data collection, data processing, data cleaning, exploratory data analysis, statistical or predictive analysis, and finally, data visualization and presentation. Let's move on to the fourth question. What are some of the tools used in data analysis? As a data analyst, you should be familiar with a variety of tools. Some of the most commonly used ones include SQL for database management, Python and R for data manipulation and statistical analysis, Excel for spreadsheet analysis, and Tableau for data visualization. Question 5. What is the difference between data mining and data profiling? Data mining is the process of finding anomalies, patterns, and correlations within large data sets to predict outcomes. On the other hand, data profiling is the process of examining the data available in an existing database and collecting statistics and information about that data. The sixth question could be, can you explain what a data model is? A data model is an abstract model that organizes data description, data semantics, and consistency constraints of data. It serves as a blueprint for designing databases and guides how data is stored, organized, and manipulated. Seventh, how do you handle missing or corrupted data in a dataset? You might answer this by saying, I would first identify the missing or corrupted data and then decide on the best strategy for dealing with it, such as deleting the rows or columns, filling in the missing values with a specific value or an average value, or predicting the missing values using an algorithm. Question 8. What is clustering, and can you give an example? Clustering is a machine learning technique that involves the grouping of data points. Given a set of data points, we can use a clustering algorithm to classify each data point into a specific group. For instance, businesses use clustering to segment their customers into different groups based on purchasing behavior. Ninth, what is a decision tree? A decision tree is a flowchart-like structure in which each internal node represents a feature, each branch represents a decision rule, and each leaf represents an outcome. It's a commonly used tool in data mining for deriving a strategy to reach a particular goal. And lastly, the 10th question, how do you ensure you're providing the company with useful insights? A strong answer to this question might be by understanding the business's goals, staying up to date with industry trends, continuously improving my technical skills, and collaborating with other departments to understand their data needs and challenges. Remember, understanding these questions and their answers is only the first step. Ready for more? Here are the next 10 interview questions and their answers. Our first question for this round is, can you explain what a false positive and a false negative are? Your answer should be along these lines. A false positive is when a test result incorrectly indicates the presence of a condition, such as when a test says you have a disease when you don't. Conversely, a false negative is when a test result incorrectly indicates the absence of a condition, like when a test says you're disease-free, but you're not. Moving on to the next question, what is data cleaning and why is it important? Your response could be, data cleaning, also known as data cleansing, involves detecting and correcting or removing corrupt, inaccurate, or irrelevant parts of data within a dataset. It's crucial because it greatly impacts the accuracy of the analysis. Without clean data, the results could be misleading. Next up, can you describe a time where you had to deal with a difficult dataset? How did you handle it? This question is more personal and seeks to understand your problem-solving skills. A good answer might involve discussing a time you dealt with missing or inconsistent data and how you approached the problem logically and strategically. The fourth question is, what is your experience with data visualization tools and which ones do you prefer? Here, discuss the tools you've used, such as Tableau, Power BI, or Excel, and explain why you prefer certain ones. This shows your practical experience and your ability to evaluate and choose the right tool for the job. The fifth question is, what are some common problems you might encounter in data analysis? You could answer, some common problems include missing or inconsistent data, outliers that skew results, and irrelevant data. It's also common to encounter issues when trying to integrate data from different sources. Halfway through, the sixth question is, can you explain what a p-value is? Your answer could be, a p-value is a statistical measure that helps scientists determine whether their hypotheses are right or wrong. It's the probability of obtaining the observed data, or something more extreme, if the null hypothesis is true. Next, what is a data model, and can you provide an example? You might answer, a data model is an abstract representation that organizes elements of data and how they relate to each other. An example could be a relational model, where data is organized into tables. The eighth question is, can you explain what SQL is and how it is used in data analysis? You could say, SQL, or Structured Query Language, is a programming language used to manage and manipulate databases. In data analysis, it's used to query and extract data, create and modify database structures, and control access to data. The penultimate question for this scene is, can you describe a time when your analysis significantly impacted a business decision? Here, share a specific instance where your work made a difference. This will demonstrate your impact and potential value to the company. Our final question is, what is your experience with predictive modeling? Discuss any models you've worked with, what they were used for, and the outcomes. This will showcase your familiarity with using data to predict future trends or behaviors, a key skill for a data analyst. Great job! You're halfway through our list. And we're back with another set of 10 interview questions and their answers. Kicking off with question 21, what's your approach to ensuring data quality? Here you want to showcase your meticulous nature. You can mention practices like regular data cleaning, validation checks, and using reliable sources for data collection. Also, stress the importance of data accuracy in making informed business decisions. Question 22. Can you explain a situation where you had to deal with a large set of data? This question is about demonstrating your experience and skills in data handling. Discuss a project where you dealt with a substantial amount of data, how you managed it, and the outcome you achieved. Next, question 23. What is the role of data validation? Your answer should highlight the importance of data validation in maintaining the integrity of data sets. You can mention it helps in identifying and correcting errors, preventing duplication, and ensuring consistency. Question 24 is a behavioral one. How do you handle tight deadlines? Interviewers want to understand your stress management and prioritization skills. Share an example where you successfully met a tight deadline and explain your strategy for managing your workload. Moving on to question 25, what is data profiling and why is it important? Your answer should explain that data profiling is the process of examining, analyzing, and reviewing data to understand its quality, consistency, and structure. It's crucial for ensuring data quality and making informed decisions. Question 26. How do you stay updated on the latest industry trends and technologies? Show your commitment to continuous learning. You can mention following industry blogs, attending webinars, or participating in online forums and communities. For question 27, what is your experience with data visualization and what tools do you use? Discuss your experience creating visual representations of data. Mention any tools you've used, such as Tableau or Power BI, and how they've helped in making data more understandable and accessible. Question 28. Describe a time when you used data to drive business strategy. Here you want to showcase the practical application of your skills. Discuss a specific example where your data analysis directly influenced a business decision or strategy. Question 29 is another behavioral one. How do you handle constructive criticism? This question is about your ability to learn and grow from feedback. Be honest and discuss a time when you received constructive criticism, how you handled it, and what you learned from it. Last for this round, question 30. What is a false positive and a false negative in data analysis? This is a technical question where you should explain that a false positive is when a test result incorrectly identifies a condition as present, while a false negative is when a test result incorrectly identifies a condition as absent. Both can lead to misinterpretation of data and incorrect decision-making. Just one more set of questions to go. You're doing great! We're down to our last set of 10 interview questions and their answers. Let's dive right in. Question 1. What is data cleansing? Data cleansing is the process of detecting and correcting or removing corrupt, inaccurate, or irrelevant parts of data within a dataset. It's an integral part of maintaining data integrity and consistency. Question 2. What is the difference between data profiling and data mining? Data profiling is the process of examining existing data from an existing source and summarizing this information into useful formats. On the other hand, data mining is the process of sorting through large datasets to identify patterns and establish relationships. Now, question 3. What is time series analysis? Time series analysis is a statistical technique that deals with time series data, sequential data points indexed in time order. It's used to forecast trends or future events by analyzing the patterns in the data. Question 4. What do you understand by the term normal distribution? Normal distribution, also known as Gaussian distribution, is a probability function that describes how the values of a variable are distributed. It is a symmetric distribution where most of the observations cluster around the central peak and the probabilities for values further away from the mean taper off equally in both directions. Moving on to question 5. What is a confusion matrix? A confusion matrix is a table used to describe the performance of a classification model. It's a summary of prediction results on a classification problem. Question 6 asks, how do you handle missing or corrupted data in a dataset? You might answer this by saying you could either drop those rows or columns or decide to replace them with another value. In the case of replacing data, mean, median, mode, or a constant value are commonly used methods. Question 7. What is cross-validation? Cross-validation is a resampling method used to evaluate machine learning models on a limited data sample. It helps in assessing how the results of a statistical analysis will generalize to an independent dataset. Question 8. What is your experience with data visualization and which tools have you used? Here, you'll want to talk about your experience creating data visualizations, highlighting specific tools you've used such as Tableau, Power BI, or Python libraries like Matplotlib or Seaborn. For question 9, what are decision trees? Decision trees are a type of supervised machine learning algorithm used for classification and regression. They are a flowchart-like structure where each internal node denotes a test on an attribute, each branch represents an outcome, and each leaf node holds a class label. Finally, question 10. What is the difference between long and wide format data? In the wide format, a subject's repeated responses will be in a single row, and each response is in a separate column. In the long format, each row is a one-time point per subject. You can switch between formats with the pivot operation in Python or the melt function in R. And there you have it, the top 40 data analyst interview questions and their answers. So, what have we learned today? We've journeyed through the fascinating realm of data analysis, a field of immense importance in our data-driven world. We've highlighted that data analysis isn't just about crunching numbers, but about turning raw data into insightful information that drives decision-making. We've delved into the top 40 data analyst interview questions, a comprehensive list that spans a wide range of topics. These include questions about your understanding of data analysis, your technical skills, and your ability to apply these skills to real-world scenarios. We've explored questions that test your knowledge of statistical methods, data visualization, data cleaning, and data manipulation. We've also navigated through questions about your experience with programming languages and data analysis tools, such as Python, R, SQL, Excel, and Tableau. We've discussed the importance of not just knowing the right answers, but also understanding the reasoning behind them. This helps you demonstrate your analytical thinking skills and your ability to solve complex problems. We've emphasized that it's not just about what you know, but how you apply what you know. We've also offered guidance on how to approach these questions. We've stressed the importance of being specific and clear in your responses, providing examples from your past experience to illustrate your points. We've reminded you to show your passion for data analysis and your curiosity to learn more. We've encouraged you to be honest about what you don't know and to show your willingness to learn. In summary, we've given you a roadmap to navigate the challenging terrain of data analyst interviews. We've armed you with the knowledge and strategies you need to confidently tackle these interviews and showcase your skills and potential. As we wrap up, remember this: every question is an opportunity to demonstrate your skills, your passion, and your unique perspective. So don't just memorize the answers. Understand them, personalize them, and present them in a way that truly reflects who you are as a data analyst. Remember, preparation is key. Good luck with your data analyst interviews.